Hello, fellow pre-service teachers and those currently employed. My name is Logan Rutledge, and I have been tasked with creating a video resource on a topic that I have learnt about during the last 5 weeks of study. The topic I have chosen to do this video on today is Rudolf Dreikurs' logical consequences method, as I believe it to be one of the most effective methods of dealing with difficult behaviors in the classroom, and would be an invaluable resource for any teacher studying or employed. Before we begin to dive deeper into Dreikurs' method, we must first understand what Dreikurs believed to be the four basic principles of human nature. Simply put, they all revolve around the needs that we all want out of life, and these needs are very important to a developing teenager. These needs are as follows. 1. Everyone wants to get along with others. 2. Everyone wants to be accepted and appreciated. 3. Everyone wants to feel important and capable within their life. 4. Everyone wants power, i.e., control, over their own life. Understanding that these needs are universal with all teenage students is an important first step in implementing Dreikurs' logical consequences method into one's own teaching. Now that we have outlined the basic principles that Dreikurs believed in, we can begin to discuss the assumptions that informed him while developing the logical consequences method. Much of these assumptions revolve around the given consequences that are caused by the decisions that a student or students choose to make within the classroom. The assumptions that Dreikurs based this method on were as follows. The desired or undesirable effect should immediately follow after the behavior so that the student can see how their choices have consequences. There must be a reason or logic for the consequence. The consequence must be stated as fact as opposed to an order, threat, or lecture. The logical consequence should help the student learn to make better choices and solve problems. Consequences must be related to the actions that warrant them. And finally, the consequences of students' actions must be respectful to the students. Having mapped these assumptions out, we are able to gain a better understanding of what led Dreikurs to developing this method. As a whole, even these assumptions on their own are good for any teacher to be aware of. Taking these assumptions into account can help improve the ways in which a teacher approaches punishments for negative behavior and reinforcement methods for positive behavior in the classroom. Before going any further, it should be noted that the age of this method could call into question the validity of the ideas that Dreikurs put forward in it. However, it stands to reason that the logical consequences method remains a pertinent part of teaching history, as the idea of using democratic principles in the classroom continues to be one that is popular amongst theorists and in the education policy, with the idea of giving choices and establishing logical consequences of said choices still being widely advocated within parenting and teaching training as well. Now that we have a better understanding of the basic principles and assumptions that led Dreikurs to developing this method, we can begin a deeper explanation of what is expected for teachers to do while employing the logical consequences method. In Dreikurs' model, teachers should identify the misbehavior and its undesirable effect to the student. For example, tell them jumping on the bed makes the bed break. 2. State a logical consequence for misbehavior, or in other words, why their behavior is the cause of the consequence. For example, tell them that you will get hurt when you jump on the bed because that bed cannot hold your weight. 3. Help them avoid situations where misbehavior may occur again. For example, tell them if you wish to jump on a bed, then find a different one that can hold your weight. 4. Let them experience the natural logical result of their action. For example, tell them you are free to jump on a bed within reason. 5. Teach students new behaviors that will be more effective in getting their needs met. For example, tell them if you wish to jump on the bed, then do it safely and ask for help if you need it.
Finally, using positive reinforcement when your students make good choices in the classroom.
While this model is commonly used in primary schools, I believe there is merit to using its ideas, that of course have been modified to fit your particular environment, in higher grades. Now that I have outlined the Dreikurs logical consequences model, it is up to you, the teacher, to find ways where its teachings could fit into your classroom. I have found the best way to incorporate the new information that one has taken in is to get out into the world and start to utilize the work there. Through trial and error, I'm sure you will find everything about this model that works or doesn't work for you and adjust accordingly. Do not feel pressured if some aspects don't work out. No two classrooms are exactly alike. Thank you for taking the time to view this short video. I hope it's been informative and provided any amount of information that will be helpful to you in the future. Apologies for my voice in this video. I am a little sick at the moment, in case you can't tell, so that may be part of the reason why I sound pretty disgusting at the moment. You can find all my references just here, here, here. Everything that I used is just there. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful rest of your night or day.